Would you like to know how to change your brain? Is it possible to change your brain? If you change your brain, are you the same person? The same person on the outside? Are you the same person on the inside? Change your brain. Is it even possible? Do you believe it's even possible to change your brain? Well, I believe it is. I'm going to share in this video 3 tips on working towards changing your brain. This is not anything easy. It's not like a surgical thing. Excuse me. So this isn't something that just happens overnight. It just doesn't. But if you want to find out how to start to make a difference to change your brain, this is the video for you. Subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more about all these different tips on things we can do to better change our brain. First, let's dive into it. First tip is your morning routine. So, starting with your morning routine, I don't know if you even have a morning routine. If you don't have a morning routine, it would help to add a morning routine. You start your morning happy. Really, how do you do that? Well, you just choose. You choose to start your morning happy. Get yourself in that place. You close your eyes, you breathe. Write down what makes you happy and read that every morning. Even if it's the little things, even if it's just walking my dog makes me happy. Even if it's just having a day without headaches makes me happy. Start your morning with happy thoughts. That's tip number 1. Changing your brain is so, like I said, it's not anything easy. So if you're gonna do it, it's a long-term thing. These are simple things that you can do. So if you can't do the simple things, how do you expect to do the hard things? It can take years. It can take a lot. It's a lot of discipline. So starting your day is tip number 1, and ending your day is tip number 2. When you get ready for bed, have a daily routine. Daily. Okay, the thing is, a lot of us want to make changes, and yet we don't have the discipline every day. And if we forget, we forget, but we have to figure out how are we going to remember every day to let go of, at the end of the day, let go of the day. Don't hold on to anything that's been upsetting. Don't dwell on the negative things that have happened throughout the day. Try to find peace. Breathe in. Breathing is one of those things, but there's a lot of science to breathing. I tell you, yes, we all do it naturally, and it's one of those things that we have to do, so we know we're all doing it. Being aware of those breaths, making conscious efforts to focus on how it is you're breathing. Those small things practiced every day can gradually lead to big changes. So tip number 1 is start your day in your happy thoughts. Write down those happy things. Some people call them affirmations. Affirmations are more like happy things that you want, maybe, but happy things now. Be in the moment of why you are happy now. Changing your brain to happiness, making that conscious decision every morning and every night will gradually build a change in your brain. It does take discipline, because then if you know by the end of the day that your plan is to have a change, if your plan all day, you're going to be thinking, what am I happy for today? You're going to be looking around and you're going to be, what's making me happy today? You're going to be looking for the happy moments in your day. You're not going to be focused on the perturbing things or the little pokes that people want to give you, or pokes that you feel are there. When you're concentrated on your breathing, you can manage to make that a habit too. Tip number 3 is quiet your mind throughout the day. So your mind, your brain. The idea here is to change your brain. And where is your mind compared to your brain? Is the mind your brain in action? So if you can learn to quiet your mind, are you exercising your brain? If you exercise, is that how we make changes to ourselves? Exercise and practice. Practice exercising, and don't we always get better at it? So if we can do our daily happy thoughts, morning routine, our daily nightly thoughts, a night routine, and throughout the day, if you can quiet your mind is your brain in action. So we may not have a lot of control over our brain, our subconscious part of ourselves, but we do have those choices to quiet our mind. It's hard I understand completely when you're in that angry red moment, when you're just like a bull and you can't see straight and you just want to charge and fly off the handle. Even if you do that, don't beat yourself up on it. Be happy that even if it's the end of the day, and at the end of the day you're like doing your nightly routine and you're like, oh my goodness, I went angry like a bull today. Then celebrate the fact that you remembered it that night. Celebrate, be happy that you were mindful enough to recall, and that you want to let go of that, and that's not who you want to be. So the celebration of all the things that you do are so important. Those are small baby steps to changing your brain. And I know it may sound crazy, but things so dramatic like changing your brain or changing who you are so big. We all have to start somewhere. And if you're interested in taking this journey with me, subscribe to my channel. I promise you it'll get better, more in depth. Hit the bell, be notified every time I upload a new video, and let's do this. I love you all.